to enjoy for a moment or two, or three or four, my friend Bobby. I'm going to volunteer Bobby for a minute to come on up here in this chair.
Thank you.
Bobby, you know what happens in that chair?
I don't.
No, that happens in that chair.
What happens in this chair?
We're about to
This
find
chair,
You're gonna be a therapist.
you get to be a therapist, which you happen to be one of the world's best. But what I'd like you to do, Bob, is to take a volunteer who's got a medium-sized issue and use MBL and use the Oberdorf system here to get them to a place of resolution, if that happens. But at least demonstrate to us the parameters, the questions of the parameters, and the part where you get them to, a neutral, if that happens to happen, what do you do there? And bring it down and do the testing and sew it up.
Got it.
And, we could take as long as you want.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, or 5 minutes.
Quicker. Anybody?
Good. All right, Bob, you choose the one you want.
You want to work on sleeping?
Yeah, unless he would.
He can work on it vicariously.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
All right.
do. I'll pay close
So
attention.
actually, all you'll need to do is
Pay
just, sit over there and listen, answer the questions that I ask.
Yeah, it'll work all the way across the room.
I'm working on this
And
for
tell me your name.
Sarah.
Sarah. Bobby. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bobby.
Welcome to the chair where all the fun happens.
Yeah, a hot seat.
So what would you like to work through? Oh, and actually I want to say something real quick. One of the things that Randy said about that is work through. And what do you guys see as the difference between working through and working on? Sarah, that you'd like to work
Actually,
through.
The problem is more fear of not sleeping. This has happened for such a long period of time. It started in '98 with the deaths of 3 of my family members, being put on sleeping pills, and then getting habituated to them. And I've come off them sometimes. I've worked through a lot of the issues with the family member deaths. I've been through a lot of hypnotherapy in schools. I've resolved issue after issue. But the fear is there that, especially like here I'm going to have to come here and be under pressure, that I won't be able to sleep at night. And I might sleep a few hours, then I wake up and think, oh my God, I can't take a pill now because I'll be groggy in class and I'm not going to go to sleep, and it's going round and round again.
Right. And how would you like to feel instead?
Unconcerned. If I sleep or not sleep, it doesn't matter. I'll make. I just want to be unconcerned, not have that fear. The fear of 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 not sleeping. It's like a circle.
So what you'd like to be is just unconcerned.
Unconcerned whether I sleep or not.
Beyond unconcerned, what else would you also like to experience?
Relaxed, peaceful, trusting that it'll work.
And there are times when you are relaxed and peaceful,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
When are those?
I meditate. I like to sit on my back porch with my cat on my lap, and I'm very peaceful then.
What's that like when you're on the back porch with your cat?
I turn off the phone, nobody can get to me, I don't have to have any pressure, I know nobody's going to demand anything of me, and I can just sit and look at the trees outside and feel the cat, you know, purring on my lap, and knowing that there's just nothing I have to do but just enjoy, and then drink a glass of wine sometime.
And as you're thinking about that now,
Mm-hmm.
on the back porch with your cat
Mm-hmm.
needing you,
Yes.
how do you feel?
Very comfortable and relaxed.
As you think about going to sleep at night,
Mm.
how do you think about that now? How does that feel
It's
different?
gotten to that I'm afraid to go to bed almost. I brought my hypnotic sleep CD and I listen to that, but you have to turn it off, and I'm afraid it's not gonna work.
And how would you like to feel?
Not unconcerned totally. Just I'd like to just lay down, and if I sleep, beautiful. If I don't, I know I will eventually, and I'm concerned.
And what part of you is not concerned about sleeping now?
What part of me is not concerned about sleeping now? It's daytime, so I'm not too concerned right now. As it gets more towards evening, I will be more concerned.
Now, beyond the problem, because you can see a problem, you brought this up,
Yeah,
and you kind of volunteered to come up, so you can see a time
yeah.
at some point in the
Yeah,
future where
when the
this is
sun
all
starts to
gone,
go
right?
down, yeah.
Not when the sun starts to go down, when this problem has just faded away.
Imagine, yes.
When the you that couldn't sleep
Yeah,
is just a distant memory,
yeah, looking back on that.
and now you've taken those skills that you use to be able to accomplish that,
Yeah,
and think about all of the good work that you can do. Because here in this room, we have somebody else who has that problem.
yes, yes.
And you know from having bought all of those CDs
Yeah,
that there's lots of people in the world
Lots of
that also
people.
have that problem.
right, exactly.
So looking out into the future,
Mm-hmm,
at the you that is not yet,
mm-hmm.
looking back, how are you going to feel once this fear of sleeping is no longer a problem for you?
Oh, I'm gonna feel great. I'm gonna feel wonderful, like I really have accomplished something. I've grown. I actually conquered such a fear that I'll probably be able to conquer other things.
And beside that, what else will you feel?
Happy, peaceful.
And now as you think about that and think about sleeping, how are you feeling now?
Better. Mm-hmm.
You're feeling better, aren't you? Didn't know you were going to feel better that fast, did you?
No.
But you're starting to feel better already,
Mm-hmm.
but not too soon.
Right.
Because we want to make sure that we take care
Right.
of absolutely
Because
everything.
it's still only noon. Not 7 o'clock.
We're gonna have to do the real test at 9 or 10 o'clock tonight,
Yeah.
right? But we can future pace that, so
Okay.
we'll be able to know, and that'll be a wonderful test that you can report back. So in the now that is not yet, in that time that will be, because you know it will be, right?
Yes, it will be.
You know the time is going to be coming
The time is coming.
when you've conquered that problem, when that fear that you used to have of going to sleep is now nothing more
Yeah.
than a
Distant
distant memory. Along the way, there were some resources that you got that helped you with those. And what I'd like you to do is, from that position of the future you, the Sarah that will be, look back and think to yourself, what are some of the distinctions? What are some of the resources that you have access to now that can help make this journey smooth and effortless and easy, and just allow that problem to gently fade away?
Think about what some of
Yeah. What are some of the things that you're learning in class, or maybe have already learned and temporarily have forgotten, but are there for you? They are available. Those resources that you will incorporate into the use, so not only will you be able to sleep more easily and more effortlessly, and that fear that you used to have is completely gone now.
we'll be able to focus more on relaxing.
And you can do that now, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're relaxed now, aren't you?
Yes, this would help if this chair was.
If the chair was even a little bit more comfortable, but
Yeah.
here you are in a chair
Mhm.
that's not that comfortable, sitting in front of a room of a whole bunch of people,
Yeah, look at my.
looking in a camera,
Yeah.
and you are very comfortable and relaxed,
Yes.
aren't you? So you know how to do that now.
Yes.
You already have that
Yeah.
resource. What else? What's another resource that future Sarah looks back and can recognize is another key to letting that fear just fade away and be no more?
To focus on something pleasant, something different, to shunt that one thought off, kind of let it kind of fizzle down, disintegrate there, just kind of fall
Yeah,
apart in the
just
body.
Let it go away.
And focus on something, let that something expand.
And what would that be?
Well, if I could just feel like I was on my back porch with my cat, and let that occupy all my thinking, let that grow and let the other thing disappear.
What would happen then?
And then I would be just as relaxed as I am on my porch, and I would sleep. And it wouldn't matter if I did wake up, because I'd feel good and I'd go back to sleep.
And can you feel that now? Can you feel as though you're on your back porch with your cat? Can you be there with your cat? And just imagine that cat right there.
Yeah,
How does that feel?
it was really good.
Nice and relaxed.
Mhm.
So now as you clearly see yourself, feel yourself on the back porch with your cat, hear the cat purring, feel the coat of the cat, and you think about that fear that you used to have about going to sleep. How does that feel?
That feels really good. There's just a little niggling doubt in my mind that I won't be able to hold on to that.
There is still a little niggling doubt, isn't
Like, yeah.
Okay, so now going to the Sarah that's soon to be, the Sarah that is becoming now.
Yeah.
Ask that Sarah, what's that one last resource
The one
that
that's
you need to get rid of the
yeah.
and just just allow that to fade away.
What is that? What is that one you said?
It's there, you know it's there.
I'm studying A Course in Miracles online in this spiritual class, and we're supposed to give it up to the Holy Spirit. Put this problem on the holy altar fire of divine love, let it burn. Burn it away.
So can you imagine that going up onto the holy altar fire
It looks like one of those Pac-Man things.
and just burning away?
Mhm.
And it's interesting that you're studying A Course in Miracles, because wouldn't it be a miracle
Yes.
if all of a sudden
Yes.
you never had that issue
Yeah, it really
again?
would. It really would. I must have spent $10,000 trying to sleep.
And now as you think about that, and think about studying the Course in Miracles, and think about your ability to let go of that fear, and the Sarah that used to be that is no more, how are you feeling about that? The miracle that this will be, if you're able to look back and know that this was the moment.
Well, I would be really, really grateful because I could do my work, man, without so much coping and manipulating and trying to just handle it. But I still don't know.
You don't know yet, do
Because
you?
there's a test coming up Saturday.
There's a test coming up tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight.
I will,
The
I
test
will-
will be is if you've gone all the way through and actually
Yeah, I will.
resolved this problem.
I will do that tonight.
I want you to think about tonight. Tonight when you lie down,
Uh-huh.
what are you going to do?
I'm gonna think about my cat on the porch.
And how are you going to think about your cat?
I'm gonna feel what it feels like to have her purring on my lap.
And you can do that very vividly, can't you?
Yeah.
You have those skills.
Yeah.
And you've been perfecting those skills all this week,
Yeah.
haven't you? Making those changes.
Mhm.
So as you sit there now, thinking about the you that will be tonight when you're on the bed, laying there thinking about your cat, how relaxed are you feeling right now? How comfortable are you? Even though you're in this uncomfortable chair.
Pretty comfortable, in spite of being bald in front of the group.
Yeah, even though you're bawling in front of the group, you're still very comfortable, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're showing yourself that the Sarah that you are becoming, and the now that will be soon, you have the ability to relax on a really very deep level. So you'll think of your cat, not just think of your cat. Could you revivify your cat?
Yeah, I can do
Could you
that.
do that so vividly that you could feel the cat there,
Yes,
hear her purring?
yes.
And now as you're thinking about being in bed and laying there, how are you feeling? How do you know?
Because I'm relaxed.
You are nice and relaxed,
And
aren't you?
if that thought starts to niggle, I'll just burn it, place it on the altar fire.
And when you burn it and place it on the altar fire, what will you know that that has been?
What will I know that that has been?
Would you call it a miracle? That
Yeah.
that niggling is all gone?
Yeah, that would be a miracle. See the smoke.
Okay, so tonight is going to be your real test
Yeah,
to see how that goes.
yeah.
But as you're thinking about going to sleep tonight, and you're thinking about tonight may be the first night of the rest of my life, that I'll be able to get rid of all the money that you've spent, all of the fear that you've had, and be able to add a whole new set of skills to your toolbox.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going to sleep tonight without having to use the pills. You've got them there if you needed them, but you know you don't, right?
Right.
How do you know?
Right now, I feel like I really will do that. I really will do that. And that's the only thing I'm not gonna think past that. Tonight, I'll do that.
Okay. Well, so that'll be the test.
That'll be the test.
How would you like to do one more thing? Have a really nice hypnotic blitz
Yeah,
to just really anchor that in,
yeah.
and then we can see how the test goes.
Great. Look at what I did.
Okay. So you can do this with your eyes open, or if you'd rather just close your eyes.
I'll close them.
Okay. And feel nice and relaxed. And just see yourself tonight in the you that will be soon. And think about this little journey that you've been on right here today. Kind of a weird thing,
Kind of.
volunteering to come up here and talk about this. And I wonder if you realized when we were back there in the coffee room that your unconscious mind knew that you were ready to be done with this problem.
That is kind of amazing, isn't it?
It is kind of amazing, isn't it? And think about how long your unconscious mind has let you hang on to this problem and the lessons that it's taught you. You've learned a lot of lessons, haven't you?
Oh my goodness, yes.
And it's taken you on a wonderful journey, hasn't it? You've learned how to do hypnotherapy. You've been able to help people in your life. It ended up bringing you here to this class. And in some ways, we could say that it was doing you a huge favor. Because I want you to think about it. As this problem fades away and is gone forever, only the memory of the lesson and the gift of the miracle that you are receiving can stay with you and make you even a more powerful hypnotherapist, a force for good, a person who can go out into the world and impact people's lives in ways that they can't even understand yet, in the ways that you're feeling right now as that change is being made in you. Realize the impact that you'll have. And because you were smart enough to come up here and volunteer for this particular exercise, and because of the change that you have gone through and the person that you have become, imagine the more powerful impact that you're going to have in the lives of others.
I will do it.
And as that fear fades away, nothing but a memory. Remember the lesson. Remember the miracle. Be blessed that you have such a wonderful cat in your life that has such a calming effect on you that merely the idea of thinking of that cat in your lap is enough to put you in a very calm space that you can access anytime that you need to, just by remembering the image of your cat. And think about the impact that you're going to have, not only on your own personal life, think about how much easier life is going to be. But you don't have to worry about that anymore. That fear is gone. It served its purpose. We can thank it for serving its purpose, but we don't need it anymore. Just allow these ideas to integrate all throughout your nervous system. Be thankful for this moment. You'll remember it forever.
Yes.
In a second, I'm going to bring you back up, but no quicker than the miracle of this lesson is fully integrated into your unconscious mind. And that you know tonight, when you lay your head down on the pillow, you put the eye shades over your eyes, you put the earplugs in so that you're creating a wonderful environment for the best night's sleep that you've ever had in your life. A miracle, the beginning of a whole new you. Allow those ideas to integrate. And just feel that joy spreading all throughout your body. And let me know when you've fully integrated those ideas. Say again?
I think so.
I think so. Let's be sure. Taking a nice deep breath. And just check and see. All the lessons from this session fully integrated?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So in a second, I'm going to count upward from 1 to 5. And I want you to return back to the room only as quickly as you can feel the joy and appreciate just how wonderful your unconscious mind is for having given you that gift and the other gifts it's going to continue to give you all this week and beyond. So, 1, you start to become a little bit more aware of the room around you. 2, taking a nice, deep, cleansing breath. And as you blow out, just let all of the stress of your day, your week, and your month just disappear. 3,